Alright guys, first time out in the new 2023 GR Corolla. We are driving the Morizo Edition. No back seats. A little bit more torque in this Morizo, 295 pound-feet. We have a 6-speed manual. This is my first lap out on track, so we're going to be still learning some of our lines, but I'll give you guys some first impressions on what it's like to take out here. Three-cylinder makes a good sound. We have auto rev matching enabled. Clutch is nice and short. Brake pedal is firm. Good amount of steering feel. Ooh, this is exciting. Track's a really nice line around corners. Great weight to the steering rack. This is mostly a third gear course. We'll put it into fourth here to relieve the engine a little bit, but not a ton of outright power. But a lot of grip. Really nice strong brakes. A little bit of rotation there on turn in. Down into second, why not? A little bit overkill, but it's fun to shift these gears. This 6-speed feels great. Really nice throw distance, kind of notchy. Such an easy, fluid car to drive. We can push it some more in these next laps. All right, so first impressions, Morizo Edition. Sharp, tactile. I'm getting a good amount of feedback through this wheel. I love that it's Alcantara, that helps. Sounds pretty good too. This weighs in about 100 pounds less than the Circuit Edition, so they've taken some weight out. We have 300 horsepower, 295 pound-feet of torque with this Morizo. The all-wheel drive system was set to track, so that was 50-50. Nice and balanced. Brakes feel really good too. All right, we're just gonna leave it here. And here's your little button for IMT, turn on and off rev matching. I love that that's a physical control. A very simplified interior. Nice looking seats too, Alcantara everywhere to keep you nicely bolstered. This Morizo also features Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2 tires, slightly wider fitments. This is where a lot of the weight savings are, and you've got the structural bar back here too. No latch attachments for my kid, unfortunately. Though you do have a bar here to anchor a couple of racing harnesses. That's pretty sweet. Forged 18-inch wheels, BBS. Proper track setup. Again, this is around $52,000. So definitely the priciest Corolla option, but for the track enthusiast, this might be one of the best options. All right, let's go drive a Circuit Edition and see how that compares to the Morizo. We're gonna leave the all-wheel drive system in track mode. I actually kind of liked that. I wasn't as blown away by the 30-70 torque split as I thought I would be. Sport drive mode, traction control off, GR4 and track. Off we go. IMT is enabled. Really nice manual transmission in this GR Corolla. Crisp changes, really nice definition to each of the gates too. Yeah, it's beautifully balanced in track mode. Gets a little bit of lift-off oversteer around corners. as much grip in this Circuit Edition as we had in the Morizo, just because we don't have the cup tires. Plenty of torque though to pull us out of a corner. A little bit less sharp than the Morizo, but not by much. We have some different material choices, a little bit more weight, about 100 more pounds in this Circuit Edition than the Morizo package. Really nice interior though, simply laid out. Controls are easily accessible. IMT button for your rev matching is just right down there. The GR Corolla will turn on and default to that off, which I think just shows how much of a driver's car this has been intended to be. Great first impressions. Let's see if we can go drive a core model and see how that compares. Looks great in this gray too. Michelin Pilot Sport 4S's on this circuit. 235 wide instead of 245 like on the Morizo. We have some hood vents, carbon roof. Now I appreciate that there's actually some sidewall on these 18-inch wheels. Toyota hasn't gone full Civic Type R with 19s or 20s here. All right, we are driving a core GR Corolla. Not sure if this has the performance package with the differentials or not, but we have cloth seats. The 300 horsepower turbocharged 1.6 liter 6-speed manual. We have the IMT rev matching enabled, and we're going to do this run in 30/70 torque split front rear, so we'll have a little bit more rear biased power here. I've only driven Morizo and Circuit Edition GR Corollas, so we'll see how this stacks up to those. Super well balanced in 30/70 mode. It eliminates a lot of understeer compared to normal mode. Not a ton of power here from this GR Corolla. It still weighs about 3,200 pounds, 3,160 or so. But it's enough. Pulls strong throughout the rev range, falls off a little bit in the higher RPMs. Car seems to be holding up really well on track today with heat management. Gearing's pretty nicely spaced too. Love this rev counter. Getting feisty. Down into second. Not noticing a ton of difference between the core and the circuit models. The Morizo, I think, is the biggest change just from a feel standpoint. You get the Alcantara wheel, a little bit lighter weight, more torque, which you can feel in that car. Has slightly higher boost pressure, 295 pound-feet of torque instead of 273 pound-feet of torque. And it's about 100 pounds lighter than the Circuit Edition. So that Morizo is noticeably lighter and more nimble and a little bit sharper, especially on the Michelin Pilot Sport Cup tires. This has Pilot Sport 4S's. Changing around the GR4 all-wheel drive system between 60/40, track mode 50/50, and 30/70 definitely changes the character of this a little bit. It is nice to have that adjustability. This is not like the GR86 where you're gonna be able to hoon it around that easily. You really have to be going crazy with your limits or be driving on a low grip surface to really get this thing out of sorts. It is a very stable car at the limit. And this core model, which is gonna be the majority of vehicles available, actually feels great. All right, guys, we are back in the 2023 GR Corolla. This is a circuit edition. We're gonna do a quick lap in this and drive it without IMT, without the rev matching enabled, and see how it does. We are set to 30/70 torque split front rear. Down into second. Nice to heel toe downshift in this. We'll leave it in third here. A little bit of rev limiter. Trail brake in. Nice rotation. Take it off the curbs. Great thing about this GR Corolla is that you can enjoy a little bit of curb action. It's got the compliance, the ground clearance, and the sidewall to take it. Brakes are really nice and responsive here too. Ooh, this is really good to drive outside of the IMT mode too. You don't need to enable that to drive this car smoothly. It's nice to have that rev matching function. Another little tidbit that I learned in the rumor mill between track sessions is that this engine note, that's all natural. No piped in sounds in this GR Corolla, unlike the GR Yaris. So the GR86, that has some enhanced engine sound. The Supra definitely has some enhanced engine sound. The GR Corolla is the only one that is au natural. All right, so just a quick walk around on this Circuit Edition GR Corolla here. This is painted in ice cap white. Really nice looking color. I actually like the white on this a lot. Of course, the Circuit Edition has the hood vents. Triple exhaust tips. Back seat is usable enough. We're gonna try our hand at this with everything off. Traction, stability control, the full Monty. And we're gonna try it out in 30/70 split, and then we're gonna try it out in track mode, 50/50 torque split. We have IMT disabled. So I'm gonna do some rev matching myself here. Guys, I am loving this GR Corolla today. It is so much fun. I think this is gonna be a wonderful street car, daily driver, winter vehicle, rally hoon machine. It's gonna kind of do it all for the enthusiast. Maybe it won't drift around like the GR86, but it's still pretty darn good on track. Only thing I think it could use is just a little bit more power, just a smidgen. Nothing crazy. Balanced. Down in a second there is probably unnecessary, but it's fun. Down in a third through the S's here, flat out. Oh yeah. I can definitely feel the front end is opened up a little bit. I was getting some intervention with understeer with expert mode on. I thought traction stability control was fully off, but I was just in expert mode, which is a one press in sport mode. If you hold it, expert mode vanishes, and that puts you into full off, and oh boy, this is great to drive. All right, so we're gonna try this. Everything full off in GR4 track mode, so 50-50 torque split. We'll turn IMT back on. And off we go. Here is just beautiful. Okay, I think that'll be a wrap to this extensive track test. Kind of tracking my journey, discovering this car and some of its nuances on the racetrack. So anyway guys, fun day in the GR Corolla. Also be sure to check out our street driving impressions. There was just a little bit of a more street-like loop around the track here at Miller Motorsports Park today. So yeah, we got some varied content for you on this GR Corolla. Can't wait to spend some more time with this back home in Michigan, but after driving this all day today, this is a real winner. Toyota's outdone themselves on this. Really fun, really engaging, super satisfying to drive, and pretty darn quick too. It gets around quite well. All right, that'll be it for this one. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video. Take it easy. good too.
Awesome.
This is a serious performer. You can feel the shorter gearing in this car too, out here on track. Much momentum through this section here as possible. Oh, it's good. It's really good. That was fun. All right, just a little extra taste in the Morizo Edition.